Okay, so this episode is brought to you by Unfiltered Media. We don't know who sponsors us anymore. I promise you, we don't know what's going on. All I know is Wilson is down in Austin right now, trying to be Ball His Life. He's threatened Ball His Life at this moment. He's told them, "Hey, I'm coming for your job," and I'm just like, "Listen, I have no beef in the basketball race." But we're sponsored by UFM at the moment, or we have a partnership with UFM. And so other than that, enjoy this episode. This is episode 50. Jacob's here. Ricardo's here. I'm here. So it's going to be great. And also, shout out to the Pistons, and they have brought back their teal jerseys. I will say that. Now, enjoy this great episode, and God bless. Welcome. Episode 50 of the Minority Agenda Podcast. I'm your host, the Shag Reporter, Isaiah Thornton. To my left, we have the Hip Hop Encyclopedia, Mr. Ricardo Mexicano. To my right, we have the NBA Insider, Mr. Jacob Gray. And I do mean gray this time. He's wearing a gray shirt. But Ricardo has on his Rock Nation hat. Jacob has on his Pistons hat. I have on a neon green shirt that I hate because I don't like doing a pod with my arms out. So, that's always weird. Today we have topics of talking about the pink sauce lady. We have rappers and more rappers. Also, I talked to oh my goodness, it was so mind blowing. I was able to talk to this man this past week for my internship. Shout out to the Houston Astros. This past week, I was able to talk to Scarface. And Ricardo, it's one of those things where you're thinking, wow, we were just talking about you last week, and we called you the number one rapper in the South, and now you're talking to me. And so I was able to talk to Scarface. He asked me, I told him I had a podcast. He asked me about the pod. He asked, how do we promote the pod? And so we were supposed to have more dialogue at the end of that meeting with the other interns, but he got busy. So I'm gonna see him again. I think I'm supposed to see him at this dinner. I'm not for sure, but if not, we'll try to call him, set up something. But man, he's a really great guy. I think I want to thank him for allowing me to ask the question that I asked. Right, the question that I asked him, which I think most people want to know, since having a kidney transplant, right? I just want to know how you're doing. Has that brought back new energy, new life for you? Do you feel like you can, keep up with these young guys? And he said, yes. He said, I feel great. I feel like I'm 32 again. And I love hearing that because, you always want to think in the back of your mind when somebody's going through something, you really don't know how close to death they are until they tell you. And he literally told us, he said, man, I escaped a casket. I was literally in a casket. I saw myself in the casket. And then when I had that surgery,
he was there.
Right. When I saw that, when I had that surgery, I stopped taking stuff for granted. I stopped taking life for granted. So again, thank you, Scarface. I learned so much. Brad Jordan, I love you, man. God bless. Again, this is episode 50. We're here. We are here. This is the Minority Agenda Podcast. Hold on, I accidentally pressed record. So I had to pause the music. All right, there we go. So we're here.
It's crazy. It's crazy that you got to just talk to him for a bit because Scarface is on his farewell tour.
Right.
He's on his last tour. He'll be in Dallas August 18th for his last shows ever. I mean, rappers always talking about how this is their last show, this is their last song, last album. But with Scarface, I really feel like this is it. No. Because like you said, after having that kidney transplant, he was really knocking on heaven's door. He was close to it.
Uh-huh.
But luckily, people don't know the story. It was his own son that actually was a donor.
Yes.
His own son turned out to be the perfect match for the kidney for the surgery to be done for the replacement. and it just it just turned out to be that way, that his son was a capable donor. So yeah, it's just crazy to see him bounce back from like near death.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Oh man, it was really heartwarming. And I felt like he appreciated the question. You know, some people looked at me, other interns who they didn't know, they took it like, bro, why would you ask that? And I'm like, bro, sometimes you gotta hear what people go through, bro. You can't just think, oh, all he did was, he busted his ass, but no, you gotta hear the side of him going left or right. I heard that too, Jacob. So me and you are on the same thing, thinking wiser. Yeah. But you have to hear what he's going through and how he overcame that. And so I really took that to heart. And so when he went to learn about the podcast of how we promote and all that, I was trying to explain to him, and we just, he just didn't have time for me, but I understand. It's no hard feelings. He really didn't. He really tried. So we really tried. But yeah. How are you guys doing? Okay. So I was talking about Scarface. Shout out to Scarface. I'll edit all that of what happened, transpired. But again, he was great. I really enjoyed him. I hope to see him again soon, and I hope to have him on the pod one day. And yeah, he was telling me about how they make money on the pod. That's really what he wanted to talk to me about. So I was really intrigued because I'm trying to get us some money. I'm trying to get us some real sponsorships. Even shout out to Wilson. Right. We've had some, but yeah,
he's trying to pass you some wisdom.
Right. Yeah. So I was really trying to listen, trying to learn, and shout out to him and Willie D. Now, how are you guys doing?
Great.
Pretty good, amazing, man. Busy as hell. I did get some time to, of course, go to the concert on Saturday to see Kendrick. That was crazy.
How was that?
That was probably one of the best shows I've ever seen in my life.
What's the best song he played?
When he played DNA, that American Airlines went nuts. When he played DNA, when he played Mad City, of course, playing all the new songs like Die Hard, N95. He played Loyalty as well. I didn't think he was going to play Loyalty. He played Love, King Kunta, of course. All Right was crazy. When he played All Right, that was insane. Was all the big songs you could think of? Like he was going off. Yeah.
Was it a live band?
You could tell it was a live band, but they never showed up like on the stage. So it's kind of think of like a American Next Top Model type of runway. Like Victoria's Secret, like one of those like long runway. It was pretty much, that's how the stage was. It was like a big part of the stage, and then the rest was like this long runway, and then it like led to like this little circle. And like he had like a bunch of dancers, and that's when they would kind of like walk up and down that little runway and like dance and perform. But you could tell it was a live band because you could hear drums and all that. But I think they were like behind the curtain because you never really saw them. Yeah. But it was crazy. Like the visuals, the lights, everything that was a part of it. Baby Keem, of course, was there, and they did Family Ties as like the last song. Well, second to last song. Yeah.
Is Keem on tour with him?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he did a show before Kendrick came out?
Yeah. He was the opener.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
And then he came back out to do the Family Ties together.
That's lit.
Yeah. So that was crazy to see. So of course that's probably, like I said, that's probably like one of the best shows I've ever seen in my life.
That's really great. How many fans do you think were there?
It's a sellout show.
It wasn't. Like surprisingly, I saw some seats, quite a few seats that weren't occupied like at all. Which I was kind of surprised because I'm like, man, does Dallas not really rock with Kendrick like that? And like maybe it's just his album, but I feel like most of Texas has always like loved like Kendrick and stuff like that. Even he said like he's always had like, how they would start talking like during in the middle of like sets.
Yeah.
And he said, yeah, I got love for Dallas, I got love for like Houston and the whole state of Texas. Y'all will show me love every time I come out here. And he said the last time he was in Dallas was 5 years ago. And he said it was like a sold out show. So I don't know. Maybe it's the album that people aren't gravitating towards. I don't know what it is.
I don't know.
It's weird. But I definitely, like I said, I definitely saw some seats that weren't being used.
I I personally don't know.
Yeah, I'm trying to think what it could be. I have no idea.
I'm thinking maybe. Well, tickets weren't that much, huh? Tickets had to be what, 120?
I had some pretty good seats. Yeah, I think I paid like 110.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, I feel like 110, 120 is a going rate for a Kendrick concert.
Yeah, like most of like the nosebleed seats were filled, and like the pit area, like the ones like closest to the stage, that was pretty heavily concentrated. But like in like the more like middle rows, kind of like where I was sitting, and a little bit further down in those sections, that's where you start seeing like the empty seats.
Yeah. Now, because I go back to when I first went to a concert. Jambalaya was my first and only concert I've been to, right? 2014.
For real? You never been to another concert? Just Jambalaya?
Just Jambalaya 2014.
Really?
$65. I've been meaning to go to others, but you know, I got busy and
That's when you saw ASAP Ferg, right?
yes, I saw ASAP Ferg
Okay.
that I remember.
Nah, that's honestly good. See all those rappers for that much money at a festival, $65.
Yeah,
It's
especially
really good.
especially when all of them were like pretty, like Chance was still pretty new.
Yeah. at the
Ferg
time.
was already kind of well known. Because when he dropped the Trap Lord in what, 2013, something like that.
Travel was, yeah, somewhere around that time.
Yeah.
That's when I was still in high school.
Yeah,
And that's when
Um,
Ferg was probably his biggest, honestly,
bro, I love that
around
album.
that time.
Every time I
Yeah.
go, like, every time I go back to like Trap Lord, like the beats and like a lot of the sounds that he was like experimenting with at that time
Mhm.
sound so ahead of the game.
Yeah.
Like if you listen to stuff now and like how like weird some of these beats can get, and you listen to that, I'm like, man,
You gotta know I've been to probably like at least a handful of like maybe 15 concerts. Is that a
15?
handful? Maybe that's a lot. But
That's quite a few. Yeah, I probably say I'm about the same, like 15 concerts, maybe like 3 festivals.
I haven't ever been to a festival. That's one thing I need to go to. I haven't ever been to a festival, but I've been to just straight concerts, and the best that anyone's ever put on is definitely hands down Drake. And even though every time I went to see him, he was late. Every single time.
Really?
Not one time I went to see Drake, he wasn't late.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, if I'm basing my one concert of who I enjoyed the most, it had to be ASAP Ferg, and who was the guy he had on? He had a guy he had with him. ASAP, like I said, ASAP Ferg was nice. ASAP
Yeah.
Ferg stopped the concert and he formed a wall. He ran down a row and then ran back and then jumped back into the crowd. I thought that was amazing. So shout out to ASAP Ferg. Chance the Rapper was really good too. Riff Raff I enjoyed, and the best DJ set. It wasn't DJ Drama. DJ Drama was cool, but it was it RL Grind, ML Grind?
RL Grind.
Oh, Grom, yeah.
Yeah.
Because one of them pulled out a trumpet, and I didn't know they could play a trumpet, and I was just like, oh wow, this is you DJing and playing a trumpet. But let's get into our topics.
Because I was in the middle of the one that you went to was like in like near downtown, I think. Near downtown Dallas, like next in front of like the UNT building or something like that.
Yes. That's crazy. You knew exactly where it was.
Yeah.
That is now a dog park.
That's how you know Ricardo's the hip hop encyclopedia. He remembers the exact location of Jambalaya and the specific gear.
Right.
That's crazy.
That's
Oh,
what
yeah,
That's crazy.
Because I've seen, because I'll go back and like watch like videos on YouTube, and I remember like the one because I remember watching that Ferg performance on YouTube, and I'm like, wait a minute, I think I know which one he's talking about.
Yes, I was there in the dog park. My mama was there. The only reason why my mom was there, well, she wasn't inside the concert with me, obviously. I called her because my phone was gonna die, so I was trying to inform her that when I leave this concert, just meet me at the gate.
Yeah.
Right. She took that and ran with, "Oh, I'm gonna wait outside the concert so I know where my baby is." So when Chance the Rapper came up onto the stage and said, everybody in the back, everybody in the front, all the mother effers who couldn't get in or on the outside stealing in trying to listen on because there were people outside the gate listening. And my mama like, wait a minute, is he talking about me? Like she took some type of offense, but she enjoyed the show. She's like, well, he had some positive music. I'll say that. But yeah. I just didn't enjoy what he said. Everybody outside the gate listening, you can take your broke tail home. I ain't broke. I paid for the tickets. So shout out to Chance the Rapper. So man, that was really fun. But we have to get to some of our topics.
Yeah.
Let's start with the pink sauce. Hold on, let's start here because I gotta tell you, we didn't tell Jacob what happened. We would like to say prayers to Jay the Youngin. We cannot confirm if he has been killed or not, but the reports are coming out that he has been shot and he has passed away. So we will just say prayers to Jay the Youngin and his father. I know. Look, yeah. Jacob's looking like, what? This is why we didn't want to tell you. Wanted to see your reaction on the pod. It wasn't a funny situation, but again, yes, at 20, Jay the Youngin, they had claimed allegedly he has passed at the age of 24. So prayers to him and his family. And man, if you do pull through, I pray for you.
It's way too early to tell. Right. Like it literally just happened like an hour ago. Like people reporting on it. So yeah, only hoping for the best. And I hate when like stuff like this breaks because a lot of people have like so really good sources. Like when you start seeing like the My Mixtape, the Say Cheese, the No Jumper, most of them have pretty good sources. So when you start seeing like tweets like this happen, you're like, oh man.
Yeah.
You only hope you're hoping for the best, but at the back of your mind, sometimes there's always that possibility that it could turn out being the opposite.
Yeah, you hope. We always hope positivity here on the show, and we wish him nothing but the best, and his family nothing but the best, and his father. If that is true, the way that he lost him, that's heart-wrenching. You can't think of. I can only imagine how somebody going through that. But to lighten the mood, because we don't want to stay too long on that. Pink sauce. Are you guys familiar with pink sauce?
I wasn't until y'all made me aware of it over the weekend.
Well, ever since I saw it on TikTok and I saw like them like posting it, it's made me throw up. Made me want to throw up every time. It looks disgusting. Like I don't know what it is about the color pink, but I don't want it on food. Like especially on meat. That just doesn't sound good to me.
Yeah. I ain't gonna cap with you. I was one of them kids who I would drink Pepto-Bismol just because I just wanted to.
Oh no!
Look, hey, Pepto-Bismol was that was my stuff.
You were one of them kids who liked that green and purple Shrek ketchup.
No.
Oh yeah. Oh no. Good. No, that made my stomach hurt too. Oh my god.
Bro, that thing was foul. I remember I begged my mom to buy the green one. I tried it and it was disgusting. Like it had like the ketchup taste, but it was like something else in it that you knew just didn't taste right.
Right.
And it was just foul. And I don't know. So like explain to people like who don't know what the pink sauce is. Do your best to explain like what is going on as far as like TikTok, the pink sauce lady, and like all the controversy behind it.
So on TikTok, I'm fairly new to this too, but apparently on TikTok there's this woman and she's been making this pink sauce to put like on chicken, just basically a new color of hot sauce. That's what I took it as, or ketchup or whatever.
They said it was ranch.
Like ranch. Okay.
Like people have tried it, said it tastes similar to ranch.
Okay, so pink ranch.
Yeah.
She lost me. But basically she made this in her house and then she started selling it and sending it out to people. But everybody who claims they got one said it's a different type of pink every time. And then if you look at her videos, each one of her videos, it's a different color pink. It's not the same pink. It's not consistent. Mm-hmm. So she took to TikTok the other day and someone asked her, ma'am, is your sauce FDA approved? And she said, why does it need to be FDA approved? The FDA has nothing to do with food. That's when I turned off the video. Now, wait. Now, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. There was a good 15 seconds I was with her because I'm like, what does FDA stand for? And then when you look it up, it's like, oh, no, you're going to jail. You're going to jail. You don't need to talk anymore. Stop talking. A lawsuit is coming.
Like, I get what you were saying, because like in order for you to sell something, it does not have to be FDA approved. Like, that is true. That's facts. You don't, but you're really running a risk of possibly getting somebody sick, somebody dying, or you know, I mean, there's nothing worse than that. Like somebody dying off of your product if it's not FDA approved, because the FDA has certain standards that they're going to look into when you submit your product, and if it doesn't check off the boxes, they're probably going to deny it. Now,
Right.
like I said, it doesn't stop you from selling it, but more people are probably going to be iffy about buying your product because it hasn't been like properly screened and like QA'd, you know, like quality assured. So yeah, man, like this pink sauce thing is like running amok all over the internet. Like people are buying it. They say like some people got to say it wasn't wrapped properly,
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
and like it was like all spilled and like all destroyed.
Exploding.
Yeah, like exploding. Like what else? Like it has like a lot of like ingredients that don't make sense. Like the serving size are all messed up.
Yeah, the labels are messed up.
She had the Jay-Z last album on the serving side. She had the 444
she had
on the
the
back.
444.
She just said, what? Oh, I listened to Jay-Z's 444 just a minute ago. I'm like, exactly what she did.
And
Like
then,
she had like misspelled words they said on it. Like, I don't know, it looks a little bit sketchy.
yeah, but my thing is, what made y'all want to buy the pink sauce? Because at first, honestly, I'll be honest with you,
Mhm.
and I hate to involve her in this, but I really thought this was like a Nicki Minaj product. I thought this was a real life product. No, for real, like.
Yeah, you think, yeah, like from the pink tail, you got the pink sauce now.
Like, I thought this was like a Nicki Minaj rollout, and then I didn't catch on because you know it's on TikTok. So I'm thinking,
Yeah.
maybe Nicki Minaj is on TikTok. Little do I know, it's a random lady trying to make some money. I'm not mad at her for trying to make money, but some things need to be approved. Some things do need to be FDA approved. Like,
Yeah.
it's just certain stuff. Now, street tacos, I ain't got no problem with street tacos. Okay, I know where it come from. I know what cow you got. So it's straight. But sauce, nah, you can't get lost in the sauce like that. Not like that.
Have you seen the first like couple videos of her like giving it to her nieces and nephews?
I have not.
I haven't seen those.
And she's like, she pours it on the wing and she's like, y'all try it. And then they bite it and they're just like, And then she's like, it's good, right? Good. It's good, right? It's good. It's good,
She slipped them
right?
kids like $5 before he started recording.
Oh,
Yeah, she was just like, she kept asking him, like, it's good, right? It's good. Like, say it's good. And they were like, it's good. But them kids did not look like they thought it was good. They've been into it. They were like,
There's this one video where she is like literally pouring like I don't know how much oil, like just straight oil. Like she's showing like how she makes it, and she just put like a whole bottle of like canola corn oil into like the thing, and I'm like, bro, that is like if this is what that product is, like I don't want any part of it. This is just oil
yeah.
with like some food coloring and like some garlic or whatever. No, I do not want this.
When they asked her what it tastes like, she said she can't say.
listen,
Bro.
man. Hey, Nicki Minaj, I know you don't listen to this podcast. One day you will, but I'm telling you, if you make your own line of pink sauce, Nicki, you gonna make some money. Think about this.
That's facts.
Patti LaBelle made pies.
Oh yeah.
Nicki Minaj can make some sauce. Some pink Nicki sauce, that's gonna sell.
Pink Nickies.
The sweetie sauce, the sweetie sauce was gonna sell. It shouldn't have been McDonald's. Sweetie, you know you don't eat McDonald's.
I believe Sweetie eats McDonald's.
I think she eat McDonald's too.
I think she does
Oh,
with her nasty
yeah.
food combinations.
That's right. I forgot about that. She does. Yeah. Okay. Maybe that was the one for Sweetie. Meg Thee Stallion. You need some Meg Thee Stallion ribs. Like it should be. Yeah, Meg Thee Stallion should start making ribs.
Where did ribs come from, Meg Thee Stallion?
Yeah, I know, right? Why
No, I
ribs?
said Zay Howard.
Anyways, yeah, Meg Thee
I thought it
Stallion.
would be like she would have some cake. Like
Yeah.
like some cake, some mini
Yeah.
cakes.
And more tune for your head top. So watch how you speak on my name, you know?
Yeah, watch how you speak on my name.
So Drake, I don't know what Drake could sell. Drake could be a 24-hour fitness guy. I don't know, but definitely, I want more rappers to start doing this. Yeah, if you see a good idea, look at it and then try to, finagle your way. Oh, I do want to say this. Scarface.
Who?
Because I know I talked about Scarface earlier.
Mhm.
Scarface did give me this autograph hat.
What?
So that's his signature right there.
That's crazy.
You can see it.
That's pretty lit.
So shout out to Scarface on all black Houston hats. Now I don't wear hats because I always want my shag to show. So
Yeah,
You're not supposed to wear that. It's an autograph hat.
it is, man.
Oh well, so
It's
then
memorabilia.
wait. So what do y'all do with autographs hat? I don't know what
Bro,
y'all.
I have an autograph hat of every member of the 2005 team of the NBA champion Spurs, and it's just really really dusty right now, and it's just hanging up. But I need to get like a case for it.
Yeah, so that's what I was gonna say. Like, do I get a case? I gotta do something. I was gonna.
Yeah, I
Need to
mean,
get a case for it.
if you can't find a case, I'm sure like just finding like some sort of nice box,
Right.
just so it won't get super dusty and stuff like that.
Right.
That's nice. How much you want for it? I'll buy it from you.
I don't know, man. I figured something out. Had I known he was coming, I did kind of knew he was coming. I just found out on Friday. I would have went and got like an album.
Mhm.
Oh
had
yeah,
him sign an album, but
like a physical.
they don't. Yeah, they don't have any record stores like they do in Dallas down here. Or I can't find
For
one.
real?
I haven't found one yet. I gotta look them up. So, we had something else on our topic list, and I'm looking at Ricardo. I know Ricardo's looking down his phone.
Mhm.
What else did we have on there?
So they released a posthumous song for Young Dolph today. What would have been his I think 37th birthday.
Yes.
Hall of Fame is the name of the song. I still haven't listened to it, but
Happy birthday,
That was
Dolph.
really-
I miss you.
yeah, that was released in honor of what would have been his birthday today. So definitely go check that out. And also something that kind of surprised me is that apparently Beyonce's album that's scheduled to be released this Friday has leaked. To me, that's crazy. Like, because first and foremost, like albums don't really leak like that anymore. Especially like
No,
to
you're
have somebody
right.
on the caliber of Beyonce's level to have their
Have a
album
leak.
leak.
Yeah.
Like who in the camp was like that sneaky? Like Rock Nation immediately fired this a lot of times it's the engineer because they're usually the one that have the masters on them, or they have some
Yeah.
sort of copy of the record while they're mixing it, and then like they get sneaky, they get like some off time, and they just upload it to the internet and like risk their entire career just to upload this album. And I'm pretty sure they're gonna find out immediately who it was, and I'm pretty sure that person's been fired by now, by Beyonce's team, by Jay's team, by the record label. Somebody has been fired.
Well, let me ask y'all this, because I always have to make some type of controversial statement, right? Not
Mhm.
really. I don't do this I really have these type of questions. Were people really checking for Beyonce?
Yeah.
No,
Wait, no,
there's
no, no.
definitely people. Yeah, there's definitely people.
No.
that checking
In
for beats.
2022, hear me out. Is Beyonce?
Yeah, I'm hearing you.
Is Beyonce really still a checkable artist?
Yes.
I just don't.
Yeah,
see, I don't
of
see, I don't
course.
see it, bro. I don't. See it.
Beyonce is one of the biggest, if not the biggest, artists in the world.
Yes, no. I get that. She is. Yeah, she's big. She's great. She's done everything that she could do, right, in music.
Mm-hmm.
So
Right.
I'm saying, what else can Beyonce tell us?
You're talking about what else can she do new on this album?
That and just fan wise, you've done surprise albums, you've done release date albums, you've
Mhm.
done was limited. What was
Collab
limited?
album.
Collab
with
album
Jay.
with Jay. You see what I'm saying?
I mean,
like, who else is
I don't
Beyonce gonna
know.
work with?
I mean, I think some artists, especially an artist of her caliber, get to a point where it's just about giving your fans what you feel they would appreciate,
uh-huh.
not maybe so much wanting the whole world to understand. So I feel like maybe at some point beyond. I mean, I'm sure Beyonce. I don't know. It depends. You know, it depends on if her love is still in there for the music, which I think it is. I don't think there'd be any reason why she doesn't want to do music anymore. But at the same time, she may have her mind on different ventures. You know, whether it be the kids, whether it be wanting to do other things outside of music.
Yeah.
But of course, like I said, she's doing another album. So, and who knows how long this has been in the making? You know, she dropped Lemonade in what 16, 17, something like that.
Lemonade?
Yeah.
We were definitely at TJC.
I would say 16 if I remember, because it's been a minute. So who knows how long she's been working on Renaissance. But true. You can tell, but for her to actually come out with the album, to announce it, to put a release date, it does a lot, you know, considering that she does have a lot of other things going on in her life, you know, just like a Rihanna. But Rihanna hasn't really released any music.
And that's what I was gonna get to. I'm glad you said that. Rihanna. This is why I really do love Beyonce. It sounds like I'm hating right now, but no, I love that her heart is still in music, because Rihanna, when I look at Rihanna, it's just like I look at Dre Day. It's never coming out. It's never coming back out. It's over.
Oh, you mean Detox?
Detox. Thank you.
Detox
is not coming out. I don't even think he ever started on Detox. I think he just gave y'all a name and called it Detox. Just how I feel that Rihanna did with what's the name of her next album? Was it supposed to be Anti 2? Or it just never came out? Remember, she came out with Anti, Rihanna. She came out with Anti.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then what was supposed to be after Anti?
I do not know. I can't recall.
Yeah, I don't know either.
So it never really had a name.
I don't think she ever dropped a name for it.
So yeah, that's the difference between Rihanna and Beyonce. Beyonce has her heart still in the music. Rihanna has started a family. She has done Fenty. She's almost a billionaire, or if not a billionaire. So that's my question. Now, that was my only question about that. Are people still checking for Beyonce? Because people are checking for Rihanna. They're begging Rihanna to please drop a song. Just drop one song.
Mm-hmm.
So that, you know, I see different type of checks in that. So that was my thing.
Right.
But as far as Rock Nation goes, Rock Nation has to figure out, I guess you're right, who leaked this information. You said you think it's the engineers?
I do, but now that I'm looking at another story regarding the album, it looks like it was also released early in other countries. And maybe whoever had it in those other countries started uploading like a burned copy to the internet and just started, like, you know, sending it out to everywhere.
That's lame. Now, why would you do that?
So I feel like maybe that's what also happened. Like, some fans already got it in other countries. Like, I think what I'm looking at right now is France. Apparently France already got the album. So I'm sure somebody got the CD, burned it to the computer, and just started, you know, sending it out everywhere.
Yeah.
You see, Hov. All you had to do was stay with Samsung. You could have kept putting them back on my phone. That's all he had to do. But no, he with the title. So I respect it. But again, those people who put it out, that's really lame. That's really, really lame. Let the artists put out the music when they want to put it out. Just like Game. I don't listen to Game leaks. Now, I've never heard a Game leak in my life, but I don't listen to Game leaks. I'll wait until he puts out the album. I'll wait. Darn,
Chris Brown had a no-show in Houston for a charity event.
I don't know if he had a no-show, but I'm glad you brought up Chris Brown.
Yeah, I was about to say
everybody
talking about the Chris Brown
yeah, he said it was like there was some sort of like charity event, and he no-showed it back in March.
Oh, I mean, that was in March. No, I don't remember that. It
was a benefit concert for Hurricane Ida.
Yeah, I honestly don't remember that. But this past week in Dallas, there was a shooting at Love Field. And, And this hit close to home to me, because when I fly at Love Field. Listen, y'all don't know how easy it is at Love Field to get around. I love Love Field. Love Field, you in and out. They check you in and out. The only time I didn't like is when bro took my body wash and he was like, this isn't a travel size body wash. Well, I said, so what you gonna do with it? I'm gonna throw it in the trash. That's a brand new bottle of body wash. You know you're not throwing it in the trash. I'm looking at him like, you know you're not throwing. You taking that home with you.
Taking that home with
That
you.
is a brand new bottle. So that's the only thing that made me mad about Love Field. But shout out to them. But the woman,
Ain't no way you got mad at the security guy for not taking it home with him.
I'm mad that he lied to my face because you know you not throwing no brand new body wash away. You gonna take that to your house.
He's throwing it away.
He threw it away, Zay.
Y'all think he threw it away?
I think he'd do it away. I don't know if he's if he's fiending that much for body wash that he confiscated at the airport.
No. I'm not saying he fiending, but I'm saying, bro, when you not.
I'm sure the TSA guy is good at body wash at home.
Bro, the TSA guy is not throwing body wash away, especially if you know that it's brand new.
Wait, Zay, you think he put it in his back pocket? He's like, all right, I'm taking this home.
I'm taking this. He got a whole separate backpack for body wash that he just chunking in there.
Just in case someone come in with two bag of
I'm
too big of
telling
a
y'all,
body
bro.
wash or shampoo or toothpaste.
Bro, he ain't taking that body wash, bro.
Hair gel, everything that's over 4.5 ounces. He's taking home with him.
Yes, bro. Yes, I really do think the TSA people be taking some of that stuff home, bro.
I'm not going to deny. I'm sure there's some TSA people who are like, oh man, this is a good bottle of cologne. I'm finna take this.
No.
Like-
Now, I'm not saying I was targeted. I'm just saying when he checked my bag, he said you can't take this on board. And then I was
Right.
like, okay, so what you gonna do with it? I'm gonna throw it away. I looked at him and said, no, you're not. He's like, bro, I'm throwing it away. I said, no, you're not. It's a brand new bottle. You're not throwing away a brand new bottle. A brand new.
So you weren't so mad that he's taking it, but the fact that he was going to throw it away, that's what set you off.
Yes, no, because that's $5 that I just spent, bro. I literally had just came from Walmart. That's all I'm mad about is because come on.
I completely understand. What Zay's
get
coming
it.
from. It's just so funny to me that Zay's mad at the guy for not taking it home with him.
No. That's all I'm saying. No, I'm just mad about the lie. I know he took it home. I don't think he threw it away. I know he took it home. But just telling me that you gonna throw it away, that's a lie. Don't lie to my face. Come on, don't lie to me. Just tell me the truth.
I think he threw it away. I think he threw it away.
Oh my goodness! Shout out to that TSA guy. You just made 15 minutes of fame. But Dallas Love Field had a serious situation. There was a woman at the airport who claimed her husband was cheating on her, and I don't know if he was at the airport, but she got on the intercom and said all this stuff about her husband, and then she shot, I guess, like 10 shots in the air, 5 shots in the air.
Yeah.
And then she got shot by the Dallas police at the airport. Now,
Yeah, they shot her in the leg.
they shot her in the leg. I say this, I say all that to say this. I saw a report where it said she cannot stand trial. She's not mentally able to stand trial. And then she said Chris Brown, she's married to Chris Brown.
Yeah, I heard that. I didn't read it, but somebody told me that's the reason. Because I heard the initial reason of like, she thought she was mad about her husband. Yeah, cheating, all that. And then I heard the Chris Brown thing, and I'm like, hold up, what? Who is this woman?
Exactly. Mind you, we're not done on Chris Brown. Chris Brown is charging women $1,000 to take photos with him.
And more tune for your head top, so watch how you speak on my name, you know?
Chris Brown,
I was
hold
gonna
on.
You think that's why she mad?
Chris Brown, I applaud you, sir. I really do applaud you. Ricardo.
To everybody?
Jacob. Yes, each woman has to pay $1,000 to take a photo.
Not just women.
No, I'm saying like just women or men?
No, not just women. There's men too who did that, who paid.
Okay, wait, hold on, wait.
You haven't seen the pictures of the men too?
And more tune for your
No.
And more tune for your head.
No.
You're telling me there's guys out here playing a rack?
I've seen at least a dozen pictures of like a dozen people taking pictures with Chris Brown, and like people are like clowning them and everything. And who was it? It was a Young Blue. said like y'all are clowning these people for spending a rack on a VIP meet and greet, but y'all don't have the money for this because y'all have to pay bills every month. He said this is what people who don't have to pay bills deal with life like.
Nah.
What?
Nah.
I'm sure them people still are paying bills.
Yes,
I'm sure they're still paying bills.
Young Blue, I ain't paying no $1,000 to see a man. I'm sorry. I can't do that.
because that's how I saw. I think I'm just pretty sure that's how I saw the guy picture was from Young Blue, quoting it and everybody like liking and retweeting it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Chris Brown is just everywhere, right? He's apparently cheating on this woman. He's doing $1,000 pictures.
Yes.
Meeting
For
greets.
real.
Bro, what is Chris? Bro, Chris Brown is everywhere right now. He's really running up this promo circuit.
I'll be honest with you. If I'm Chris Brown, I'm cool with charging the women $1,000 to take a picture. I get it. If it's a man that want to take a picture with me, I need 5 racks. It gotta be 5 racks.
Just for a picture.
I ain't taking no picture with no man. No. A man coming to see me, that's wild to me. That's wild.
Look, ultimately, Chris Brown can set whatever price he wants. You know, he can set whatever price he wants, and the people want to pay for it. People are gonna pay for it.
Right.
I think people should be a little bit smarter with their money.
Yes, of course.
If they want to pay $1,000 to
is
get a picture with Chris Brown, that is completely fine. Go ahead.
Okay, Ricardo, how much would you pay to go see Nas?
I actually want to go see. You know, Nas and Wu-Tang are touring in September.
Right.
They'll be in Dallas. September. I can't remember what date exactly, but it's gonna be a Monday.
And we are going.
I want to go.
Oh damn!
I want to go see him. Because tickets right now aren't too expensive. I think they're like maybe $50-$60. But I think they have like a VIP package, and I think it's not too expensive. I think it's like a couple $100. It's not like $1,000 or anything like that. I mean, yeah, if I really want to like see Nas in person, like do the whole backstage VIP thing, I think I would personally pay at the most like $300.
Okay, but normally that comes with like a T-shirt, a hat.
Yeah, and
all
you're
that
like,
type of stuff,
and it's not just a picture. You're actually back there hanging out. You know, you're kind of like talking.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, I'm pretty sure a picture's in there too. But, yeah, you get a lot more.
Now, before we move, we're not gonna move on yet because I had another addition on to who Ricardo wanted to see. Let me just ask Ricardo and Jacob this. Ricardo, would you take the $500,000 or would you have a dinner with Jay-Z?
Oh, man. See, I always think about this question. I do be thinking about this question way too much because I see it come up a lot. And I'm like, as much as I like Jay, there's a part of me that's like, I really don't want to talk to you, be honest. I rather like, because for me, it's kind of like one of those like don't meet your hero kind of thing.
Yes.
So I'm like, I'd rather just take the money. And I'd rather come across Jay more organically than like, oh, we're going to have this thing where you got to choose and you're going to go talk to Jay. Where if it was like something organic or just somehow I came across him and I managed to talk to him, I think that's cool. But for it to be like either or, I will personally take the money, to be honest.
I respect that. Jacob, how about you? Who?
No, I'm straight taking the money. I'm not meeting Jay. I do not care. But give me that $500,000. Give me that $500,000. I'll tell Jay right straight up to his face. I give him the $500,000. I don't care to meet him. Like, there's nothing you can tell me that's gonna make me. It maybe, but there's a small percentage of something you could tell me that make me like the amount of money that I'm already gonna be given.
Yeah,
that's fair. For me, I'd take $250 and probably a dinner.
$250. So you take half, and then take half, and then also the meeting.
Yeah. I feel no one's ever thought about that, huh? No one's ever thought about that.
Okay.
But no, to finish this out, because you just said Nas is coming. Bad Bunny is coming to Houston in September. and he's gonna be performing
He'll be
at
in,
Minute Maid Park.
he'll be in Dallas in September too, and I'm actually gonna be at that show, not at the show. But I'm gonna be volunteering outside with concessions.
Oh wow.
That's part of like a fundraiser event.
Okay.
So I'll be there at the American Airlines Center. I won't be at the show inside, but I'll be outside selling water or whatever. They're gonna have it doing.
Well, this show has gotten so big in Houston that they had to add a second day. They had to add
a second day?
Yeah, they added a second day. So he has 2 shows in Houston. Now, I didn't know how big. I know Bad Bunny is big, but I ain't know Bad Bunny was big. Like,
he's basically like the Hispanic Drake.
Bro,
that's basically what he is.
Yeah, it's insane.
No, they telling me he like Michael Jackson. I'm like, wait a minute now. They like,
he might be close to that Michael Jackson level. I ain't gonna lie, Ricardo.
Popularity wise, I'll give you popularity. Yeah, like if you're talking about popularity, yeah, I'll give you that.
Right. So I didn't know how big. So I didn't know how big Bad Bunny is. So now I want to see Bad Bunny if it's going to be at the stadium. I want to see it.
Yeah, like I was thinking about that, and it's funny you brought that up because I was thinking about World Cup being in the U.S. 2026.
Yep.
Bro, the Mexicans gonna be crazy at Cowboy Stadium.
Yeah.
The Mexicans are gonna go insane. If Mexico qualifies and makes it to Dallas for one of those games,
I think they come to Houston.
Houston too.
Yeah.
Mexicans are gonna go in. That free Jerry's World is gonna explode. Bro.
I'll enjoy that.
Bro,
I know Jerry about to be lit. He about to make all that money.
The cities are gonna be insane, yo. Because I think it's like Houston and Dallas. I think the only cities in Texas.
Yeah.
I think San Francisco. I think Chicago. I think Giant Stadium in Jersey is hosting. Miami. I know Baltimore got left out. There was a couple cities that you thought were going to be part of the World Cup, but no. And then like 3 cities in Mexico and then 2 cities in Canada. So like Vancouver and Toronto. And I think Mexico is Mexico City, Guadalajara, and one more, but I can't remember what it was.
I'm surprised they left out Phoenix because Phoenix has a stadium that they could do it at.
I can't remember if Phoenix was included. Hold on, give me a second. I can look it up.
How many was in Mexico? You said 2?
2.
I think it's 3.
They should have done at least closer to 5 in Mexico, I believe, for the World Cup. Like, bro, the World Cup in Mexico is gonna be lit. It's gonna be stupid crazy.
Oh, Monterrey, Guadalajara, and Mexico. Mexico City. And then for the U.S., it's Seattle, San Francisco, L.A., Denver, Dallas, Houston, Kansas City, Nashville, Atlanta,
Kansas
Orlando.
City.
Yeah. Orlando, Miami.
Oh, I said you should have had one. Yeah, Miami would be lit too.
Yeah, Philly, Jersey, Boston, Cincinnati too.
Okay.
Yeah.
And this is so North America as a whole is going to host it?
Yeah.
Yeah, the whole North America. Yep.
And so Canada, they got 2 games in Canada?
Yeah, Vancouver and Toronto.
Okay, you said Vancouver. All right.
Yeah, is it Canada as well? Let me make sure I'm looking at the right one though, because I know this thing is like updated a bunch of times. Because I feel like some of them may have not be there anymore. Like, okay, Kansas City is still there. Okay, yeah, never mind. So yeah, so it's actually less now. So I think I said Cincinnati. There's no Cincinnati. What was another one I said? There's no
Kansas City.
Kansas City.
There is Kansas. Kansas City's still there.
Why?
So yeah, it is from like Dallas, Fort Worth, Kansas. Dallas, Fort Worth, Houston, Kansas City, Philly, Atlanta, Miami, Boston, New York, New Jersey, and then all the ones on the West Coast: Seattle, San Fran, LA. So no Denver.
Yeah, I think it would be too. Well, it wouldn't be too cold. It just, I don't know. Denver doesn't look like a soccer.
Yeah, because it'll be the summertime.
Yeah. That's great. Money wise, I'm excited for that. Again, I'm also excited for Bad Bunny. I'll ask somebody who works at the stadium, can I get in? Can they give me some tickets? Because I want to see I want to see the day one show.
I never thought I would hear Isaiah said he's excited for Bad Bunny.
For
I said the
real.
same thing, but and I also want to see Elton John. This
Is
is
he touring?
this is his final tour.
Really? Damn.
I have no ties to Elton John. The only tie to Elton John that I know is when Eminem said, or when Eminem did that duet with Elton John.
The performance. Yeah, they did Stand Together.
Yeah, and that was, quote unquote hip hop. That's when hip hop and Elton John came together, right? So I do want to see Elton John first, just to see him, right? I don't know his music, and
I was gonna say, do you know any Elton John songs?
no, I know more Frank Sinatra than I know Elton John. like bro, I really respect. Like, here we go back down a loop with Isaiah, right? Frank Sinatra, hey bro, that's my dog. That's one of my dogs, bro.
Yeah.
I really like Frank Sinatra. So
I like Sinatra too.
so
when they hosted the World Cup in '94, they did do it in Dallas, but it was at the Cotton Bowl
yeah,
in '94.
yeah, I've heard that before.
Yeah, and then Houston has never hosted it, so it's gonna be the first time they ever hosted it. Because I guess when they did it in '94, Houston was one of the cities they selected.
Yeah, the Astrodome didn't have the right playing surface. They were playing on AstroTurf.
Yeah, it's gonna be at the NRG
Yeah, it'll be
for 2026.
NRG and I think that's the only one. But
And
NRG
then
NRG would be nice.
for Atlanta, it's gonna be at Mercedes-Benz, of course. LA at the SoFi Stadium. Where else? Miami, I think it's like at the
Miami.
what's that? Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, and then Arrowhead Stadium for Kansas City.
Yeah, that's the only place they could host it at Kansas City. That's just so.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Why it was Kansas City is because Arrowhead Stadium is so good.
Yeah,
That's,
yeah. So I'm sure they did the research of like which ones could accommodate and which ones, because like the fact that like DC got left out, a lot of people kind of confused about that. People for sure thought DC was gonna get selected.
That's the oddest place. Not DC, Kansas City.
People just wanted because it's America's capital, but that
Yeah,
don't really
they
matter.
wanted that so bad, but yeah, it got left out.
Nobody cares about DC.
Kansas City.
And then MetLife, for the Giants, MetLife Stadium.
Yeah, that was a given. New York is
Yeah.
a given. I
Mhm.
think New York, Houston, and LA are always a given. Dallas not so much. I'm not surprised that Dallas got it though. And then also
But New York,
I mean,
New
look
York
at the stadium.
is-
Yeah,
New York itself doesn't have a stadium, a big enough stadium to do the World Cup, so that's why it's in Jersey.
in
Because
Jersey. Yeah.
all the other stadiums are in Jersey.
right.
And I think Philly, that where the Eagles play, right? With Lincoln Field,
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm always surprised by that. Man,
And Kansas City, what is Kansas City's like
baseball.
Hispanic? No, I'm just gonna
Oh.
say Hispanic.
Like population.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know if they really have a big.
I know they out there in Missouri. They out there.
Yeah.
They out there in Missouri. But Kansas, I don't know
Kansas
about
City.
Kansas.
Yeah, I don't know.
I ain't never seen a Latina Dorothy. I'll say that.
But it's Kansas City, Missouri, though.
Yeah.
So they're gonna be in Missouri.
Yeah, you telling people, hey, we're going to Kansas City for the World Cup. That's
Yeah.
wild. That's wild.
I'm definitely buying tickets, man.
Then you go watch the World Cup.
Lord willing, I'm gonna buy tickets to Dallas.
Then they're gonna be expensive. They're gonna be real expensive. Oh my
Mhm.
god.
Yeah.
But that's how you know Jerry about to be going crazy because he about to get that profit.
Yeah. The bag is gonna be crazy.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So,
Oh, speaking of Jerry, have y'all seen the? I think it was last year when he got into the wreck at the intersection. Like he was driving straight, and somebody on his right side just turned and just went left, and then he hit him.
in Arlington,
Yeah,
really? No.
this was last year at this time, and it was the other driver's fault. It wasn't Jerry's fault because Jerry was just driving straight, had a green light, and he was just going straight, and the driver on his right hand side just said, "You know what? I'm gonna go left."
Yeah,
Just
just did a
went
crazy left. Yeah.
Yeah, and
I didn't know
now
that.
he's suing Jerry.
What?
It makes no sense.
I mean, I can see why. Because if you have a chance to shoot Jerry Jones, I mean, he's just trying to capitalize off of.
Yeah.
I mean, it's probably gonna get thrown out, but
Yeah.
I can see why he would do that. I'm surprised Jerry Jones is driving. I'm surprised he's gonna have like a chauffeur or something like that.
Oh no,
I was surprised too.
I got a Jerry Jones story.
What?
When I saw Jerry Jones came to Horn High School, my high school, when I was in high school.
Mm-hmm.
His grandson was playing at Highland Park. So Jerry Jones pulled up to the freshman football game. Right, I was a junior,
Mm-hmm.
so I I was a senior because not really my stepbrother at the time, kind of stepbrother at that time. He was playing freshman football. So Jerry Jones pulled up to the freshman football game in a helicopter, and he landed in the field at Berry Middle School. He landed in the field. There's a big old field next to Berry. He landed in that field, walked over, watched the football game, and then when he left, got in the helicopter, flew back up, and was gone. And I'm like, dog, that's insane. That was insane. So shout out to Jerry Jones. You're right. I'm really surprised that he's driving.
Mm-hmm.
Let alone, I don't think Jerry Jones should probably be driving. It's kind of like that age. Yeah, that's crazy.
Check your emails, eh?
Check my email. Let's see.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Wait a minute. You said something. You guys said something else that I liked.
Yeah.
What else was it? Hold on.
Oh, for what?
What else was it? Yeah, what else was it?
It was y'all that said something that made me think of something. I was just going on a tangent. Hold on real quick. But y'all go ahead and conversate.
Boosie is mad. He made girlfriend remove breast implants. She knew I didn't want that. That's what he said.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on.
Bro, Boosie.
I'm glad you said that because I just thought about something. Did y'all see Charleston White and Soulja Boy?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Dang, I can't believe we didn't talk about that.
We didn't talk about it. I didn't. It wasn't on my mind until I just Charleston White and Soulja Boy they not beefing, but it's Soulja Boy is the first rapper to get maced, or that I know that has been maced. I'll be honest with you. Soulja Boy might be the first. Now, if technically,
I think other rappers got maced, but not publicly like this.
Yeah, not publicly like this. NWA claimed they got maced one time.
Yeah,
they did show that in the movie. One of them got maced. So that was in the movie though. But Soulja Boy is literally the first rapper that I know to get maced.
Right.
How did this even come about? Why were they both in Miami?
I don't know. Like Charleston White was on 10 this whole weekend. He ran into like Pyrus that were trying to like jump him or like do something like that, and he like was hiding behind this girl. What else? I don't know. Like Charleston White was just acting out this whole weekend.
You know, I believe. Okay, I saw both of their explanations on what happened, and I believe Charleston more than I believe Soulja on what happened.
I haven't seen it. So what did Soulja say?
Soulja was like, we ran up on him, and he said he ran up on him, and he was like trying to like talk to him, and he wasn't even saying he was pressing or anything. He was just saying I was just trying to talk to him, and then he said he pulled out the mace and just started spraying in the air in a circle. He said just in a circle, and you know if somebody got maced, they ain't spraying it in a circle because it's gonna get on them. Like it's getting on their eyes too.
Right.
So he said he just spraying it in a circle. I'm just like I'm like no, that's not what happened. And plus, in a previous interview, you saw him talk about how he had mace. He was like,
right,
nigga, I got a mace with a red beam on it. I got mace with a red beam on it.
That. Yeah.
Ready. So you know he probably just pulled it out, said zzz, aimed at the little beam, and just zzz.
And what did Charleston say?
He said he just maced him. That's what he said. He said Soulja just was like he dropped to the ground. He said you should have saw him. He dropped to the ground.
Yeah, that's exactly what he said.
Wait, but am I tripping? Like they haven't really had any altercation previously, like I don't think Charleston has ever said anything about Soldier, right?
He's never said anything.
I don't think so. Yeah.
Right? Yeah. As far as I know, the people that he's currently saying stuff about is like King Von, Young Thug, Lil J from Chicago. Like that's like the people I constantly see him talk about. C-Mac, I know a couple months ago he was like having work with C-Mac, and he's beefing with pretty much like all Crips and Bloods too. Like
He said death to all GDs and BDs.
yeah, exactly. Like he's just going insane with everybody. So I don't know. Yeah, when I heard the whole Soldier thing, I'm like, wait, did I miss something? Like, was there something happening on Twitter or somewhere on the internet where like I missed this whole debacle where like DeAndre Way is like beefing with Charleston White now?
Man, there's yeah, that was crazy. That was funny. Another one of our legends, our goats for men. I feel like he should be a man goat or just a childhood kid goat. Yeah, no, for real. This guy made our childhood very, very laughable, and honestly, he might be the first person to put us on soap operas, right?
Mm-hmm.
Vince McMahon has announced that he is retiring from wrestling. Ricardo's taking this kind of sad.
Yeah.
But me, I look at him like, well, we saw the allegations. We didn't talk about them, but we saw them.
Yeah.
We kind of figured it was on the writing was on the wall, so this is going to end up like how it's going to end up. But now that I look back and think about it, yo, the scripts that he had written for the past years since 1980, yo, Vince McWild is a wild boy.
Mm-hmm.
That's a wild man.
I mean, he didn't write the scripts. He had other script writers, but yeah, I mean, he definitely influenced them.
But he approved. That's what I'm saying. He read them and approved them. So to show all that on TV, yeah, that's a childhood goat.
The WWE has always been crazy when you think about it from like other companies, how essentially, because with most companies you have like a giant board of directors, you have all these people that are like making different decisions, and it's not just one person. With the WWE, you can tell it was literally just one man, like running everything at one point. I think it's changed in recent years when it comes to like Stephanie and Triple H definitely running more things behind the scenes, and like Shane and all that. But you could tell for the vast majority of that company's history, it was just Vince just running amok.
So when Eddie Guerrero and Rey Mysterio had a custody battle over this, over Rey Mysterio's son, who do you think like just looked at that and was like, "That's it. That's what we need." And Ricardo,
that's a good idea.
Which side did you pick?
I couldn't pick. I can't even remember. Wait, I don't think I even understood like the full gravity of like child custody at that time.
Oh, there was so much.
It was just a crazy concept because they were like trying to. What were they? They were fighting for the briefcase that had the contract in it.
They had the contract.
That had the paperwork in it for the child custody.
Listen, think about this: two men fighting to be the dad.
Yeah.
Oh man, you don't see that anymore.
Because Ray was definitely the dad, and then Eddie wanted to be the dad. Yo, R.I.P. Eddie, by the way, but still, like, Jesus Christ.
For sure. El Paso legend. Yeah. He's a legend. So, man, this has been a crazy week with news breaking. Let's see. Let me play this real quick. Folks, we're coming to an end right now. We're an hour and 60 minutes in. And Jacob, I know there was really nothing pressing on sports. KD didn't get traded yet. He's kind of stopped the market. In baseball, the Houston Astros are second right now in the American League, and we're behind those dreaded Yankees. But other than that,
dreaded Yankees.
Everything's been good. We made it 60 minutes without talking about games, so we're gonna keep it at that.
Yo.
But hey, August 12th, we back, baby. We back. Album of the year. I'm calling it now. I'm with the NBA YoungBoy record. I'm with it. I ain't heard it, but I'm just with it.
I think it's gonna be good.
Yeah. So we're here. So hopefully this Beyonce album really does drop Friday, because I can't afford for him to go up against Beyonce. I can't afford Game to get washed by Beyonce or get washed by. Hopefully Drake doesn't have another album. Gosh, there's a lot of people who could watch Game right now, and I don't think y'all realize it. Like 21 Savage, I think 21 Savage put out a project. He'll watch Game right now.
Yeah.
So, other than that, I don't know what else you guys have before we leave.
That's it.
That's it. No pressing
The wrap.
matters.
One more thing. Prayers to JD Youngin.
Yes.
And my mixtapes, they deleted their tweet about it because JD Youngin's sister quote tweeted it and said, "Stop lying."
See?
So I don't know what's happening, but prayers to JD Youngin and
too
his
crazy.
family.
Yeah.
That's why I said what I said earlier. I was like, we don't know if it's true now.
Right.
We'll talk about it, but again, we are gonna pray for you and your father for sure.
Mm-hmm.
So, and you know what? Earlier off the show, I asked Ricardo too. I said, "You think my mixtapes is a reliable source, credible source?" And when he was like, so, hey, we'll understand.
There's other accounts saying that, but it's probably because they're just following the wave right now.
My biggest takeaway this week. I'll say this. My biggest takeaway this week was from Scarface. I really enjoyed his talk. One question from one of the other interns, they asked, "Why did you stop the music?" And let me restart this real quick. Why did you stop making music, or when did you realize it was time to leave the rap game? And Scarface simply said, "Well, when I first started off, I sold 1 million copies. And when I sold 1 million copies, that was $10 million. Then they brought in streaming. And when they brought in streaming, if you stream 30 million times, that's only $500,000. That's when I knew it was time." So Scarface, thank you for that insight. That when he said that blew my mind. That I was literally sitting there like y'all don't realize what y'all just heard. I don't know if some of them really grasp what they heard.
Yeah.
So I see people doing it for the streams. I see people looking, like, I always look up artist streams now, and I'm thinking, well, man, he got 3 million streams. Maybe he making some type of money.
Yeah.
He really ain't making nothing.
It's pennies to $1. Yeah.
So that's my biggest takeaway. Also, I do want to say this. I did not get to listen to Ricardo's album this week. I will listen to it.
Oh yeah.
Who did you send me this week?
I think I sent you. Well, I can't remember now. Did I send you somebody this week? I feel like I didn't.
You did. You sent me somebody.
Did I?
Yeah. But shout out to that guy.
Rome Streets. That's what I sent you. Yeah.
All right, Rome Streets. I'm gonna give you a dabble. All right.
Yeah.
Ricardo's right now 1 for 1, and
yeah.
So we'll give you a dabble this week.
Okay.
And then other than that, Ricardo, man, you can take us away. Jacob, you look great. Ricardo, you look great. Rock Nation and the Pistons. The Pistons are bringing back the teal jerseys. The Mavericks, you're on the clock. Hey, I want the Mavericks to bring back the trash can jerseys. Bring them back. Oh, go ahead.
All right. Trash can jerseys. All right. You already know what it was. We're not black. We're not white. We're something in the middle. It's been Minority Agenda Podcast, and we are out.